let's talk about the NFL flag championships that are taking place. Obviously, next Olympics, flag football will be a part of it, which is going to be awesome. And if it's anything like our Team USA team that we put out, a couple weeks ago when we lost to Japan by 21 points and then we lose to Austria. That can't be happening, obviously. But let's talk about this NFL flag championships. I think flag football is such a phenomenal entry point for the sport of football. I think it's a great thing to work on technique. I think it's a great introduction to play design, talent, and I think it's made wide receivers, DBs better in the NFL and also college and high school. Why is this something you wanted to be a part of with Toyota and NFL and the flag championships, and what should we look forward to?
Yeah, obviously kind of following the mode of the Little League, World Series, wanted to bring that to flag football for both boys and girls, and it's this weekend in Canton, Ohio, and to partner with the NFL and, RCX and ESPN. It's another way to grow the game, Pat. We feel like flag football is a great intro to the game for young boys and girls, and whether they keep playing flag or if they get into high school football, however we get them into the game and get them interested and get them involved, that's the main idea. And so if someone watches the flag football championships this weekend on ESPN that are in Canton, Ohio, by the way, which is a perfect site, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and says, hey, maybe I want to go out for the football team in my community, that'd be the home run goal of it, or the touchdown, if you will. But it's going to be pretty cool for these kids to have a chance to play on national TV, show off their skills, and try to win a championship.
Yeah, and you were coaching a flag football team, right?
I did, yeah. I coached both my son and daughter early on in flag, and it was kind of their first intro into football. My son's now playing tackle. He's in 8th grade. Eli played flag football, Pat, all the way through 8th grade. His first year of tackle football wasn't until he was a freshman in high school. So however you want to get into the game, I just want you interested as a fan, as a player. And it was just cool for Omaha to be a part of this partnership with the NFL and RCX and ESPN. But it's a great game. It's a great sport.
Yeah, that is fantastic to hear. And shout out to your boy putting the helmet on.
Hell yeah.
What position? We quarterback, obviously. We playing defense?
Yeah, no, he's playing quarterback for sure. And, like I said, you mentioned my flag football coaching. I was probably a better coach of our youth flag football team here in Denver than I have been in the Pro Bowl, Pat. Yeah. I'm 0-2 as a Pro Bowl coach to Eli. You mentioned that flag football is coming to the Olympics in L.A. in 2028. You hear about NFL players sort of campaigning to be on that team. Scary to think Lamar Jackson, Tyreek Hill. But I'd like to be a coach on that team. There's no way I'm getting picked. There's no way I'm getting picked now that Eli's beat me twice.
No. Different sport. They know it's a different sport.
Yeah,
they understand. You would, now that you understand it, you're a guy, your rookie year threw the most picks in the history.
Yeah.
And then, you learn the game differently. You see it different. You definitely are. Congratulations to coach of the United States flag football team in the 2028 Olympics, Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Peyton.
Put it on the ticker. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Got the right one.
Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay might be more qualified. I'd be
offense coordinator.
I'd be curious how many NFL teams let their coaches or players miss training camp to go participate in the Olympics, just to add something else to Roger Goodell's plate.
Yeah, Raj, you guys like America or not?
Yeah, figure it out. For the Shield.
You tell us, Lynch. You don't want Kyle Shanahan?
Okay.
Okay. John Lynch hates America.
Common.
Okay. We will remember that forever. Talking about the Olympics, what are you're going on? You're on a boat opening night for the Olympics on that poop river. Don't be falling off that boat, Peyton.
Careful.
I'm actually not on the boat. I'm with Mike Tirico and Kelly Clarkson. We're kind of in a studio right near the Eiffel Tower watching the athletes come down on the boats, on the Seine. I think it's going to be pretty incredible. Pat, you and I both have been in some cool tunnels before a game, right? I mean, there's kind of that moment before the event. You're right there in the tunnel in an NFL locker room, whatever sport it may be. Look, I know there's no events, that night, but I would argue for these Olympic athletes, being on that boat might be the coolest pre-event tunnel of all time, right? With hundreds of thousands of people
stay on the boat,
the banks of the Seine. Pretty magical moment. And, I talked to Steph Curry the other day. I've talked to different athletes. I mean, they are not missing this opportunity to be on that boat, to be a part of that moment, knowing that the Olympics are here. So I'm excited just to be a witness on it.
Yeah, and we're pumped that you're a part of it too, by the way.
Yeah.
Football guy, being a part of the Olympic ceremony. We appreciate you doing that, and you're going to crush it. With that being said, brilliant move. That's Peyton Manning football.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're putting me on a boat on a poop river? I don't think so.
No.
I'm going to go in the studio.
Where's Kevin?
And let's make sure that the United States boat, okay, with all our athletes, stable. Okay, let's make
Please.
sure we don't need any topsy-turvy, we got whatever,
Yeah,
E.
capsize,
coli
right, no.
with the poop in the sand. We need to do that. But that is a cool night. Like watching dreams come true, you know? A lot of those sports, Olympic sports, obviously, that is what you've worked your entire life for. And that ceremony is they do such a good job with that every year, every time.
Yeah, it's going to be different in Paris, unlike any other place. And you're exactly right, Pat. I mean, certainly no idea what it's like to be an Olympian, but, I have an appreciation for athletes. Look, when you get beat in a Super Bowl, as disappointing as it is, you always can say, hey, we can come back next year, and you can. The Olympics, it's a 4-year grind to have a chance to try to get back at the trials, right? The trials are as competitive as the Olympics, and the journeys these athletes that are in this year's Olympics have been on are pretty incredible, right? The adversity, the injuries they've had to overcome, the patience of not qualifying for Tokyo and waiting 8 years to finally get to their Olympics in Paris. I have great appreciation and respect for all these Olympic athletes and looking forward to kind of telling those stories.
And Peyton, your work ethic was obviously absurd, and so you understand this and know this about these Olympic sports. You think about swim, gymnastics, track, all that shit's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Like every day of their high school lives, every day of their life, that is when the time is for all that to happen. So you only really get a chance to like win. There's obviously other world championships and everything, but everything is geared towards the Olympics. For it to only be 4 years amount of time, it's like, I can't wait to watch them. I can't wait to see everything you got to be incredibly clutch because the amount of pressure is all on one exact moment.